But it works out, because when I'm hitting on girls, I'm like, hey, you want some more? My name's Josh. Something about me. I am a veteran of Operation Iraqi Freedom. True fact about me. It's tough being a fat veteran, because no one believes me. Like, everybody in here was about, is there a joke to, I don't know if I should do that. Oh, no, we're good. That's what... It is, man. It's my own fault. I love to eat. I love the Waffle House. You don't have those around here. People are like, what's a Waffle House? And I have to tell you, it's kind of like a bathroom you eat pancakes in. Trying to lose weight, been doing CrossFit. CrossFit, that's where rich people throw farm equipment. It's a lot of fun. I know it's time to start losing weight because like it sneaks up on you, right? Hit 30, my body gave out on me. All right, for instance, like I don't feel fat, right? Until I'm laying down sideways. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Gravity takes over. I'm just saying, I look like a melting marshmallow, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm... But it works out, because when I'm hitting on girls, I'm like, hey, you want some more? Yeah. And they don't, so I have to... It's a lot of fun. I knew I had to start losing weight. I was at a coffee shop. There's these two little old Asian ladies in front of me, and I was goofing off, making them laugh, right? And the oldest one, she did the sweetest thing that's ever happened to me. She was like 2'3". She reached up, she pinched my face, and she goes, "You have such a handsome face." I was like, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. But then she poked me. She said, but the rest of you needs to run. Touche, Wong Fu, touche. Tell you some things about me. I like guns. I'm a gun person. All right, Utah, don't mess with me. Okay, let's, we're safe. Okay, we're good. No, here's the thing. I like guns, right? I live in LA now, and when people hear me say I like guns, they don't hear me say I like guns. What they hear is, yeah, build that wall! That's what... Just a fat Yosemite Sam is what they like. Go and get that. Here's the thing. I think all women should have a gun, right? I think all women should. We'd run out of bad guys really quickly. Right? And I believe in the Second Amendment. I think most people should be able to have a gun, right? Not everybody, right? Like if someone had a gun to my head, I'd be like, not this guy. But... Something else. I like ghosts. Yeah, there's one ghost over here. Ooh. I do, man. I'm into ghosts like hardcore. When I'm on the road, I like to go and like go do like ghost tours and stuff. I was on the road recently. This guy goes, "Hey, man, you want to come check out my haunted artifact collection?" I was like, yes, I do. So it's a true story. We go in there, and it's just a room with hundreds of dolls. And then he goes, "This doll is haunted. Isn't that creepy?" I was like, that's the least creepy thing about this whole situation. I was in Gettysburg, I was walking around, this guy comes up to me, goes, "Yo, dog, you wanna go on a ghost tour?" I was like, sure, white guy with dreads, let's do this. So we're going, and here's the thing about Gettysburg, everything is haunted apparently, right? He was like the Oprah Winfrey of ghost tours. He's just like, that place is haunted, that place is haunted, you get a ghost, you get a ghost. I'm pretty sure he was making stuff up because he was like, that 7-Eleven is haunted by the ghost of Colonel Sanders. That's not... But we get finished, right? And he goes, hey, listen, you want to go to the haunted bridge? I was like, oh, yes, I do. He goes, all right, we go to this haunted bridge. And I say, how is it haunted? Tell me the story. And he says, well, 100 years ago, Indian lady jumped off the bridge. Now she haunts you. Ooh, spooky. And I asked him, I said, how do you know it's haunted? And he said, I quote, he said, because sometimes when I'm standing on the bridge, I can feel a cold breeze. That's it. That's the whole reasoning. He's just afraid of cold breezes, y'all. He'd be like, hey man, you wanna go to Chicago? Oh, the Windy City? No, man, that place is haunted. I can't go there. Be like, hey, white guy with dreads, it's kinda hot in here. Can we put on the AC? Psst, you mean ghost conditioning? No, dog. Something else, I like puppies. Yes. I was hoping for no booze there. All right, we're good. I love puppies. I love puppy dogs. I have a little puppy dog. His name's Nutter Butter. He's a 6-pound chihuahua. He's like tiny. I got him for my PTSD. I went in there, and turns out like he shakes all the time. He's afraid of everything. I went to get a dog for my PTSD. I got a dog with PTSD. I'm like, Nutter Buddy, you ready? He's like, here's the thing, I love dogs so much. I want to have a TV show about dogs, right? It's gonna be like Maury Povich, but with dogs. Here's the concept. Me, studio, right? And it's just me and a bunch of dogs, studio full of dogs. And one by one, I bring them up to the stage. And I have an envelope. And I open it up. And I say, all right, Nutter Butter. It says here that you are, in fact, a good dog. And then I pet all the dogs. That's the show. That's the concept. I want to tickle every wild animal I see. That's just me? Just me? Okay, that's fine. Nobody else has been like, oh, that raccoon's coming home. Nobody else? Okay, that's fine, all right. I did a show at a zoo, and they're like, I got to do this VIP tour, and when they're like, hey, you want to go pet the rhino? I was like, yes, I do, right? So we go there, they're like, you have to put your arm through this cage and do this. You can't go in there, he'll squish you. I was like, oh, because he's mean? And they're like, no, because he wants to cuddle. Right? Isn't that the cutest way of going out? That's just like, oh. That's the day. And I was just like, wait a second. So like rhinos are just like giant, fat, concrete dogs? Like that's all they are? I want to tickle a grizzly bear. So bad. That's like my goal in life is to tickle a grizzly bear. I want to so. I'm probably gonna die tickling a grizzly bear. Okay. Like I know me. I'm gonna see a grizzly in the wild, and I know my last words on earth are gonna be like, I'm gonna get you. And then the grizzly will be like, that's it for me. I'm a churchy guy, churchy people? Nobody? Okay, Found the Baptist? No, man, I'm a single guy. I'm single in church. It stopped being single in church because they expect me to do everything. Every Sunday, my pastor's like, hey, we're retarring the roof at 4 a.m. See you there. No, you won't. My phone's gonna be off. Dude, man, I like going to church. I got baptized in the church, Pentecostal. Hallelujah. I did, man. It's in Florida. I'm pretty sure they put ice in the bucket when they did it, because I went in there, I came up with hypothermia. I came out and I was like, and then he's got the Holy Spirit. Jesus. Oh. It's tough dating in the church, isn't it? Here's the problem. Like when you have a good conversation with somebody, it's always awkward. I'm an awkward guy. No, like just normal people conversations, group conversations, awkward. Like I was doing a church show in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? And as I was leaving the stage, I said this. Said, all right, y'all, see you in heaven. Doesn't that sound like the nicest way of murdering everyone? Right? Just passing out, all right, here's your Kool-Aid, see you there. You know, like that's not... So I'm at church. I'm having a great conversation with this lady, right? We connected. We were talking about stuff. We had a lot of stuff in common. She starts talking about hobbies. She goes, what do you do? I said, well, I'm a stand-up comic. Sometimes people laugh. And I said, well, what do you do in your spare time? And she said she likes to square dance. And I was like, well, we both make bad decisions. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So we're sitting there talking, and this old lady at my church, she comes right in, butts right in the conversation. She goes, what's your favorite Bible verse? And I had to tell her, right? Because she has no time left. And... told her mine is Psalm 82, verses 3 and 4, right? Which is, defend the weak and the fatherless, uphold the rights of the poor and destitute, rescue the weak and the needy, deliver them from the hands of the wicked. Which, right, even if you're not Christian, get kids out of slavery, stand for the oppressed, we can all get behind that, right? Right? She's walking away, and I was like, ma'am, what's your favorite Bible verse? She looks back, and she goes, Psalm 137, verse 9. If you're not familiar, I looked it up. Psalm 137, verse 9 says, blessed is he who takes your children and bashes them against the rock. I looked at this lady and I was like, oh no, we gotta get her out of that nursery. Some of you guys don't like that. That's fine. That's all right. That's how I felt. Because you know how, because you're like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on the me. You know, fool me 3 times, we're running out of children. So, you know, it's just... Here's the problem. Like I said, I have a hard time talking to people, like, just in general, right? I have like you ever have like the word mumbles? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I think I'm gonna say something, but by the time it's in my mouth, it's all scrambled up and weird, right? Like, I think I'm gonna go up to a girl and hit on her and be like, hey, girl. Did you get that face at McDonald's? Because I'm loving it. Right? But that's not what happens. What happens is, I walk up to the lady, I'm like, hey, your face looks like a chicken McNugget. I got honey mustard in the truck. You want to take a dip? I see that lady at a party, right? And I was like, last time I saw her, boy, it was awkward, right? So I'm trying to think of something to say to her to like get the conversation started again, and nothing came out. So I looked her right in the eyes and I said, hope you have a safe walk home. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'll see you in heaven. Like, that's not... They knew. If anything happened to her, they knew where to look. They were gonna... My pastor gives bad advice. I wish he gave better advice. Everybody, like, every time I talk to my pastor, he's always saying things like, Josh, count it all joy, because your faith produces patience, right? Which to me, all he's saying is, Josh, I know your life sucks, but that's never gonna end, so... Don't Don't you want good advice at church, right? I want to walk in, I want my pastor to be like, hey, here's the Powerball numbers, see you on Monday. Like that's right? Don't you wish we had like fortune cookies for Christians to make us feel better about ourselves, right? You open it up and it says, hey man, you're too blessed to be stressed. Right? Or you open it up and it says, hey, at least you're not liberal. You know, something. Listen, if you're liberal, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like middle of the road. It's fine. It's okay. It's my job to make jokes about that. It's okay. I'm so sorry. If you're liberal. Also, if you're liberal, a job is the thing you go to. Go to a job, you get money from the job. Like it's kind of like a parent you go to. I was debating doing that because it's going to be on the internet, and you know who's on the internet? Everyone. So. They'd be like, what happened to that fat guy? Oh, he got canceled. My pastor, he did give me good advice, though. He said, hey, why don't you try online dating? I did it. I tried all of them, right? I tried OkCupid, eHarmony, Groupon, all of them. And I took all these tests about what I want in a woman, right? And took all these tests. And it turns out, like, it gave me, like, my five things I'm looking for, which is someone that's patient, kind, good with kids, dresses modestly, and is a hard worker. Woo! Yeah, turns out my perfect woman is Amish. Do you know how hard it is to find an Amish woman online? Supposed to call her up through telegraph or something? Be like, no, you hang up. Can't do that. Talking with a 20-year-old kid recently, and he goes, I'm never getting married. I was like, why aren't you getting married? He goes, because I'm not losing my opinions. 20-year-olds, man. Your opinions are garbage. You got nothing. This is how I know, right? I'm in my 30s, right? I can't wait to get married because I can't wait to lose my opinions. I'm tired of having them. I'm done. I'm out. Y'all, I was in the Army for 4 years. I loved it because I never made a decision. I knew what I was gonna wear every day for 4 years. My grandma took care of my grandpa for over 50 years. He was disabled, right? And one day we're sitting around talking, and she goes, well, you know, I just dressed your grandpa in his sleep. And I was like, what, Grandma, why would you do that? She goes, well, because he doesn't struggle when he's sleeping. And I was like, what? That's an option? You can do that? Did you know that? That's an option. This is how I know. I can't wait to get married, because when I see an old couple like shuffling down the mall, you know, holding hands, wearing matching tracksuits, I'm like, that man has won the game. He hasn't made a decision in 50 years. This guy, you match. Y'all match real good. I do, man. Oh, here's the problem. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, okay? And I figured out finally my kind of woman. I like a thick lady. Yes! Oh, thick ladies, come on, be proud. Come on, give it up for yourselves. That's all right. Are you healthy? No. You're beautiful, though. You're beautiful. I can say it. I'm a thick... boy, I can say it, okay? I'm a thick boy, I need a thick girl, okay? Let's be honest about that. But for me, it's a personality thing. You ever talk to skinny girls? I don't want to do that, I have nothing in common with them. That's my problem. I live in LA now. I'm from Iowa. I'm like an Iowa 6, okay? Right? I'm like a Wisconsin 10. Okay, I moved to LA. I'm not even human anymore, y'all. I got nothing in common with them. You ever talk to these skinny girls, you're like, what you want for lunch? And she's like, oh, I'm so hungry. I could just eat a communion wafer or something. Just fill me up. Like that, I don't want that. I want passion in my life, right? I want to be like, hey, baby, what you want for lunch? And I want her to be like, pizza, do something about it. You know my sugar's off. Like, that's my kind of girl. I like a thick lady. I love a thick lady. I love a thick woman. I like a woman that I can take to a buffet. You know what I'm talking about? I like a woman that keeps hot sauce in her purse. That's my kind of woman. I like a thick lady. You ever smell someone that kind of always smell like barbecue sauce? Be like, ooh, what's that perfume? She's like, KC Masterpiece. Like, that's my kind of lady. I love that thick lady. I like that Queen Latifah. You know what I'm talking about? That Lizzo. You know what I'm talking about? I like that Melissa McCarthy body. I like that back sweat in December kind of woman. That's my kind of lady. Love a thick woman. I like a woman that tilts my truck. You know what I'm talking about? Like that. Some of y'all, you gotta get married to a thick lady because you need a woman that when she gets off the bed, you know where she slept. You know what I'm talking about? I like that woman hot in a blizzard. You know what I'm talking about? You get in the car, she's like, hey, baby, it's too hot in here. Can we put on the AC? And I'm like, what? You mean ghost conditioning? No! No! Guys, thank you so much. That's it for me.